Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Blades of Avernum. Last episode, we took a look around the lower part of the town of Selucia, did some exploring and so forth, spoke with various people. Something's a little curious about the town. Sure, it's nice, but there's reason to be concerned. We also went down into the sewers just to explore. Bigger than I expected, and we've got just a little bit more that we can explore down here, so let's do so. There's also a lot of... Did not see that! Okay, oozing zombies. That's not pleasant. Okay, I gotta reload there. Alright, at least we know of these oozing zombies. Okay. How about a casting of that? And you can get that way. That did not work as well as I'd hoped. Okay, we can keep these guys alive. Seems fire is not very effective against these. There we go. That time we actually survived the attack. Nope, there's another one. Okay, these zombies, one at a time we can take care of them, but in groups, not easy. Alright, it looks like it's old mines and the like. With some dead bodies here. How wonderful. Surrounded by... okay. You think you've detected a trap? What the hell is back here? This is just the other side here. Why was this area so badly trapped and the other one wasn't? Okay, there's nothing back here but sewers, so... down over to this side, I guess. This is going very low down. It leads out? Okay! We are not going to explore that enormous cavern. Leave this be. Okay, we've done enough exploring in these sewers for now. We're going to take a look there some other time. Let's get out of here. Hey, was there a closer... yeah, I guess there was that one over there. But, let's deal with that another time. Let's just get out of here. And head to Upper Selucia and speak with the guy in charge. We do need to. Also, I'm actually just going to walk outside and run around just to regain our energy a bit. There we go. I have a feeling once we go up, we'll be able to find some places to buy some spells and the like. When you enter Upper Selucia, you feel very poor, small, and out of place. The level of wealth and beauty on display here seems more appropriate to a capital city than to the frontier. Merchants and officers walk through the courtyards, unafraid of and untouched by the carnage outside the city walls. They look at you with interest. They aren't looking down on you, you think, but they aren't impressed either. The northern half of Upper Selucia is occupied by a palace. You were told before you came here who occupies it. Lord Maynard, an old warrior of great renown, and his young, beautiful, shy wife, Lady Pentile. If you want your mission, that is where you will have to go. And that is where we will go after we explore around out here, because it's what I do. Oh, these are some big buildings. Hello. It takes a lot of work to maintain a city as lovely as Selucia. This is one of the laborers who struggles day in and day out to maintain things. She is one of the gardeners. She has been working hard on weeding, and she is glad for an interruption. Greetings, I am Holly. Is it a lot of work to maintain Selucia? Oh yeah, polishing and raking and sweeping and weeding. Lord Maynard wants everything to stay lovely. He really wants visitors to be impressed. Do you like working for Lord Maynard? Well, it's work, but it keeps me fed. Lord Maynard is hard to impress people? Well, sure, who doesn't? I don't understand the politics of it, but I know he is working hard to make people think of Selucia as more than some backwater. Holly happily chats with you. She holds a bucket of weeds in one hand and a trowel in the other. What do you know about the undead? Not much, gladly. Working in Selucia means that I am not threatened like the others, the ones outside. Say, you ever see any back doors into the place? Anything hidden? Of course not, and even if I had, I wouldn't tell strangers about it. Yeah, probably a stupid question. Interesting that that's there. Ah, there's the way into the palace. Okay, we'll investigate there later. For now, we are going to look around the outside of everything because it's what I do. Hello! The people who live in Upper Selucia are the upper class. Nobles, merchants, officials, people of a higher social stratum than you. This person is sort of cordial to you, but the tone of voice says one thing very clearly. Who are you and why are you talking to me? Your brief conversation doesn't go anywhere useful. Yeah, I guess I should have expected something like that. I mean, these are nobles. They don't care about adventurers unless we can do something for them. This looks like a small barracks or the like. Yeah, seems to be. Curing elixir, thank you. Razor disc. Didn't expect to find a razor disc up here. Ooh, blessed longsword. That's valuable. Too many items. I think Fox is holding on to too many potions. Arrows of light. Ooh. And steel chainmail and steel large shield. Okay, arrows of light are actually extremely useful against undead. Wow, looks like a merchant. This man looks bitter and unhappy. Perhaps too much so, since his shop looks very wealthy and successful. But you suspect that this man would be a bit unhappy no matter what. He frowns at you. I'm Carol, this is my shop. Leather, clothes. Why don't you look around and not buy anything? Do you enjoy running this shop? It's my dream, every dream come true. I'd like to buy something. Various leather items, but nothing we need. Ellison told me that I should speak with you. You did, huh? So what, do you hate the Empire? Yes, I do. Well, some other people here do too. Hate what it does to us. I know someone who would really like to talk to you about it. Enough to take the risk of contacting you. Lower Selucia, Northwest Building, Trapdoor, and Secret Room. That's where you should go. Okay, then. Well, we had seen something of a building that had a secret room, so I guess that's where we'll be going. Ah, school. Mages. Magic. Yay. We'll learn some more spells in here. Excellent. Also, I just realized we could have sold some items to that leather merchant. So I'm going to do that before I buy any spells. Yes. Poor chainmail. Ruby, beautiful skin, emerald. Why are you still holding that cursed Waveblade? Blessed longsword. Steel chainmail, steel large sword, and that. Alright. Yeah, drop that cursed Waveblade. I don't know why we're still holding on to it. You know what? Use those blessed arrows. Drop the iron arrows. The arrows of light? Hold on to them. We may need them. Alright. This is an apprentice of the School of Magic. Whether trained in Avernum or on the surface, one thing is constant about magical training. The oath of silence for beginning students. This woman looks like she would love to speak with you, but she wants to remain a student more. Selucia, like all growing Empire cities, has invested in the considerable funds necessary to make a school of magic. The Empire controls access to magic very tightly. Lord Maynard must have a lot of influence. The wizard before you is in charge of the school. She greets you warmly when you approach. Welcome, adventurer. I am Onyx Berizar, and this is our humble school. Lord Maynard told me that I should instruct you should you require it. Normally it is very difficult to be admitted. Since you are working so hard to help us, we can make an exception. What can you teach me? Magic of all sorts. I can teach you spells or alchemical recipes, and though the job is beneath me, I can identify your items if needed. Alchemy. The energy elixir is the only one I want to know. The rest of this, I don't need it. I'd like to learn spells, though. Let's see. Many spells can be improved here. Okay. Arcane Summon. Arcane Shield. Arcane Blow. Dispel Barrier needs to be stronger. Unlock doors to do with being stronger. And Bolt of Fire and Light. For now, that will do. I want to see what we can get from the healer. Identify items, 10 coins each. Okay. Have you learned anything about the undead? I have worked hard to strengthen the walls protecting the city, but that is the extent of the use of my powers. I have tried to cast my vision and see where the creatures are coming from, but have had no luck. I also sent out some students to use their powers and stealth to find the source of the attackers. That was not a success. Did you see anything interesting when you sent your vision out? Not on the surface, but I had problems seeing underground. Whoever is responsible for the situation, you should look in the underworld. Interesting. What happened to your students? Close calls, nasty injuries, and wasted time. None of them came closer to the truth. But worse, much, much worse, one of my students never came back. His name was Pearman. Since his body was never found, it is possible that he lives still, but I doubt it. His loss saddens me, since I was, after all, the one who sent him out. I would reward anyone who could discover what happened to him, alive or dead. Or undead. Alright then. How long has this school been here? A while, though it only opened recently. It takes a lot of work and influence to get permission to open a magic school. After all, the Empire is rightly concerned about distribution of magical power. Such power in the hands of rebels and the erratic is very dangerous, so tight controls are kept on you can be taught. Of course, and for good reason. Oh, dead bat. And in here is absolutely nothing. Okay then. What's in these two buildings, I wonder? This shop is full of tools. Some of them are mundane, and some look very useful. The aging proprietor of the store looks like he has lived a life of hard work, and apparently a lot of fighting. He's a quiet man. He doesn't say a thing as he browses wares. Finally, he says, "I'm Savage. Tell me if you need anything." I'd like to buy something. Magic lockpick's very handy. Don't need to buy anything right now, though. What do you know about the undead? Savage opens his mouth. It seems like he's about to say something, but then he closes his mouth and shrugs. Interesting tools. Do disreputable people ever come to buy them? Like you. Fair enough. You make a fair argument. Now pardon me while I use these tools in order to get some magic lockpicks. Yes, please. Alright, so that's merchants there. This is a cat. It doesn't care about you. Well, I tried speaking with it anyway. This home is very cold and dusty. It's very quiet. And worryingly, there are blood splatters on the floor in front of the door. Oh dear. Alright, remove the lock. Oh dear! I don't know where that was. But this is bad. Oh, there's a vampire back here. I did not see that. that must have been what was casting that spell. Well, this is bad. Oh, there goes that guy, but I think we may be about to die. Yep. Great, now I gotta reload. Okay, that took a while to get back to where I was, but unfortunately that was due to the fact that the last time I saved was the beginning of the episode. So, let's actually get in here and kill this, vampire that's in here. The fact that there's a vampire here is very concerning. And we killed him. A noble vampire. Please stop summoning. It's very unpleasant. Okay. There's the vampire located here in the middle of town. Dead. Nothing in there. Gold necklace. Okay, sell that. Alright, the only building left is what I believe is the temple. So, let's investigate. Here we'll get priest spells. You step into the Cathedral of Selucia. It's enormous and stunningly beautiful. This is the sort of building made to send a message to anyone who visits. With this cathedral, Lord Maynard is saying that Selucia is a city to be reckoned with. Your feet create loud echoes in the vast hall as you walk. You think you can see birds nesting in the roof arching far above you. You've seen a lot, and it's still pretty impressive. I'll say this is really big. Shard of Release. Sure, grab it. I'll speak with you in just a moment. Cloakrooms. Private quarters. Capture Mind Scroll. Don't need that. We got some healing herbs. A couple of robes. Incense and a candle. Don't need those. Alright. This gray-haired man is the master of this enormous temple. Even from a distance you can tell that this man has been imbued with great power. It rolls off of him in waves. Being near him makes you feel strangely strong and calm. Fortunately, he is happy to see you. He nods and waves you forward. Welcome, child. Welcome to Selucia's Center of Peace. I hope you find a quiet respite from the terrors of the woods. I am Shepherd Holson. How can I help you? Tell me about this temple. It is an honor to be able to preach to the flock in a building such as this. Lord Maynard constructed it as part of his effort to make Selucia a city among cities, and he brought me here. I help maintain calm and order. Lord Maynard had it built? Yes. Lord Maynard understands well what it takes for a city to be noticed in the Empire, and to get the awards and honors that come with it. So he takes most of the tax money earned in Selucia and puts it back into the city, making it glorious. Why were you selected? Because of my power and calm, and my respect for the strength and purity of his vision. You help keep order. The Empire has had much unrest in the last few years, small but growing rebellions. I use my strength and influence to bring calm to the people. Those people who can be calmed. And the people who can't be calmed? I do not deal with them. They are not my concern. Those who would disrupt the order of things are outside of my sphere of influence. Okay then. Shepherd Holson smiles at you. You feel warm and calm. It is slightly unnerving. What do you know about the undead? Less than I should. I concentrate on keeping the protective magic of the upper city as intact as I can, but I have not gone forth to actually do battle. If you want to learn about the undead, you should speak with those who meet them on a daily basis. The guards out risking their lives patrolling these woods. Can you assist me? Of course. Lord Maynard requested it personally. Do you require healing? I can restore anyone for 300 coins. Or would you like me to teach you about magical rituals? Magical rituals, indeed. Okay, healing, stronger, curing, stronger. What else are we going to? Okay, divine retribution, divine restoration, and divine host. Return life has to be level 2. Otherwise we can't get anyone. Can't improve mass healing, which sucks. Okay, healing improved again. Not much power, not much coin left. Can't move mountains, okay. I guess divine fire would be worth it to have. Strengthen that. And the rest of it we'll leave for now. So, thank you for your time. Okay then. That's everything out here. All that leaves is the palace itself. I think we can spare some time to look around in here. You know what? No. I'm going to... Well... Yeah, we can spare some time. Let's look around in here. Cloakroom. Quite a palace. A guard steps out and blocks your progress. Sorry, visitor, you can't go back there without Lord Maynard's permission, and you don't get it. Okay then. Ignoring that. A waiting room. You enter the grand ballroom of Lord Maynard's palace. Doesn't look like there's been a ball here in a while. It's cold and dusty. It's not empty, though. There's a man sitting at a small wooden table in the northeast corner. He is hard at work, surrounded by pens and papers, writing, planning, and trying to figure out a way to deal with the undead. You get your first look at Lord Maynard. Like most of the rulers of the Empire, he is a warrior, earning his prestige in the battlefield. Even in middle age, he is lean and strong, maintaining the battle prowess earned fighting monsters and rebels. When you enter, he hears you. He looks up, nods, and waves you forward. For all of his strength, and even with the hordes of guards surrounding him, he looks tired and afraid. He clearly needs help. Alright, let us speak, Lord Maynard. Lord Maynard stands to shake your hand. Up close, you can see how his responsibilities have aged him. His hair is gray and his skin is wrinkled. However, he has maintained his muscles, and his blade and armor are not ceremonial. He inspects you carefully, trying to gauge the quality of the materials that have been sent to him for his fight against the undead. Finally, he says, I am Lord Maynard. Welcome to my home and my city. I'll get to the point. I brought you here to help me with a mission, a critical mission, the sort that calls for the insight and infiltration skills of trained adventurers. And if you help me, you will be paid well for your trouble. How did you come to rule Selucia? I was sent here. I worked my way up through the ranks of the Empire army. I made allies. I fought hard and risked all. And I had the honor of being sent to this backwater to make it strong. Who lives in this castle with you? Nobles, advisors, the people who assist me, and my servants. And of course, my lovely wife, Lady Pentile. The light of my days, my lone solace after the endless hours of struggle. I'd like to learn about my mission. Of course. Here are the specifics. The lands around Selucia have been a good place to live for years. Calm, peaceful, increasingly prosperous, free of bandits, rebels, and scum. Until recently. The sightings were first, then the attacks. They started slowly at first, then faster. They were undead, skeletons, zombies, and ghouls, fast and powerful, while small farms were helpless, as were our new settlements. I have guards, lots of them. They are keeping the main roads, the barge routes, and the area around the city secure. That is all good, but I need investigators now. People who can search hidden places and find the source of the problem. Undead like these do not just appear. They are dumb. They need a creator and commands. You must find that creator and destroy it. When this is done, I will reward you. But first I have something that may help you. What do you think might help me? He reaches into a pouch, pulls out a key, and hands it to you. It is pitted iron, heavy and cold. My men eliminated a band of zombies. One of the monsters had that in a fold in its clothes. I have no idea what it opens, but I thought you should have it. Don't worry about losing it, I made copies. What have you learned about the creator of the undead? I only know of a single word. A word that has been carved into the farmhouses and other buildings destroyed by the holes. The word is Vakos. Where should I begin my search? Underground. The best guess for where these hellish creatures are being spawned is in the underworld. Look for tunnels, dungeons, ways below. That is the natural place to hunt these foul beings. Can you provide me with any equipment or training? Speak with the people in my city. They are generous folks, no doubt full of gratitude for those who would help them. I am sure that nobody will charge you for anything. Though you don't say anything, somehow you doubt that this is the case. Sorry, visitor, you can't go back there without Lord Maynard's permission, and you don't get it. Okay then, can't go that way. There is one other door here. What's in here? Ah, the kitchens. Who are you? The life of a servant in a castle like this one is difficult. Long hours, mean employers. But there is lots of food and considerable safety from monsters. However, as much as this person would love to speak with an actual adventurer, duty calls. Talk is nice, but clean towels must be provided for the nobles at all costs. At least that one has a place to rest. Thank you for moving. Nope, not a secret way through, just a quiet room. Sorry, visitor, can't go in there. Okay then. We see Lord Maynard, we've already done so. So, unless there's like a hidden path over here, there's no other ways in. I'm just checking anyway. You never would have found it if you hadn't been told to look for it. It's a concealed door in the stone wall. The edges of the door are covered with a simple illusion spell, making them very difficult to find. You make sure nobody is looking and you push the wall. It turns slightly. You can slip into the palace this way. So this is how we slip into the palace. These are the most luxurious rooms you have seen since you reached Selucia. The paintings all depict Lord Maynard, master of Selucia. All of them depict his varied adventures as a soldier fighting for the Empire. These must be his private chambers. You'll have to tread carefully. I guess we can peer around a little bit. Carefully. Okay, these are his quarters. Ooh, an unidentified bracelet. That must be valuable. Nothing hidden there. The paintings on the north wall are of a young woman, delicate and pale. She is doing activities appropriate for a noblewoman of the Empire. Tea, crochet, diplomacy. She looks quiet and concerned. This must be Lady Pentile, Lord Maynard's wife. They must be in her private chambers. You have snuck into the quarters of Lady Pentile, wife of the Lord of these lands. You have come face to face with her. You freeze, afraid that she will shout an alarm or cause you trouble. She doesn't call out. In fact, when she sees you, she doesn't do anything at all. She looks at you briefly with unfocused eyes, and then she returns to what she was doing before, pacing aimlessly around her room. Hello. Lady Pentile looks over at you. For a moment, she seems to recognize who you are. Then she resumes her pacing around the room. After a few steps, she says, My husband brought you here, to our fair city, for Vakos. That is why you are here. Tell me about the city. Lovely, lovely city. Beautiful and strong, with the rot growing underneath. What rot? She doesn't say anything, she just paces. Lady Pentile continues to pace around. Occasionally, she looks over at you, but she doesn't seem to understand what she's seeing. Who is Vakos? Lovely Vakos. He is master with my husband. Vakos, the blood drinker with the lovely eyes. Is Vakos a vampire? Is he? That would make sense. She tilts her head back a little and touches her pale neck. You can see a pair of red marks on it. Bite marks. Vakos has clearly been able to infiltrate this castle. Lord Maynard must know about this. Or does he? Has Vakos been here? He has. Yes, he has. Not for a while, though. I think something keeps him out. Keeps him away. I stay here. Wait. And... She doesn't say anything else. I have been brought here to destroy the Lord of the Undead. I know. You are here to help. I hope you succeed. She doesn't sound like she means it. Now go. Leave me to my thoughts. Well then. You step out into the private corridors of Lord Maynard's castle. You start to feel nervous. Whether you were welcomed here or not, a Lord of the Empire is unlikely to tolerate unwanted visitors sneaking around in his castle. If a guard spots you, the results might be predictable. Then let's not go any further into his corridors. Before we leave, I want to speak with him about his wife. See if he has anything to say about this. Lord Maynard, has Vakos come to visit Lady Pentile? Lord Maynard looks alarmed. How did you find out about that? How did you know? He looks around to make sure nobody has overheard. Yes, I knew. I knew he came in the night. That was before I brought in Shepherd Hosen to put walls around the castle to keep that demon out. I don't know how you found out. I was lucky I found out in time, before my lady was truly harmed. I assure you, if you let anyone know about this, you will pay. Of course. So he apparently doesn't approve. Something is going on here. Something very not good. Okay, let me just, you know what, I am going to tell this guy. I found the secret passage, Helms. Well, that's good information, and I right appreciate it. He hands you a crystal. That rock is enchanted. Not useful for me, but handy for you. Thanks for the directions. An unshackling crystal. Well, I mean, it's something. Give that to Bonnie, I guess. I'm curious about this gold necklace, but I don't remember who identifies. Oh, wait, it was someone up in the top, wasn't it? Alright, let's just get this bracelet identified so we know what it is. We may end up selling it. I'm not going to mention this to anyone else. Can you identify my items? What is this necklace? Warrior's bracelet. +2 to melee weapons, pole weapons, and melee damage. That is extremely good. Hey, you know what? Give this bracelet to Sheik instead of the leather bracers. I think that's fine. Alright. That said, I am going to end this episode here because I'm pretty sure it's gone on way too long. I don't know exactly how long because of what happened outside, but next episode we'll head out. I think we're going to start by heading southwest to deal with those goblins. And then we're going to explore around the surface. We're not going to go down into the underground yet. Wait, hold on. First, maybe we'll look around in here. Using the information you learned in Upper Selucia, you search for secret doors. Sure enough, you find an extremely well-concealed one in the east wall. Yes. Well, next episode we'll go down here to find out what the hell is going on with that other thing that we spoke with. And then we'll look around on the surface. That'll be in the next episode, so until then, I'm Chester44, that is Fox, Sheik, Bonnie, and Draco. This has been a Blades of Avernum Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.